Lisa Lotte was born December 9th, 1936 in Bad Schwalbach, Germany. She was the youngest sibling among three brothers, Walter, Lothar, and Helmut. When Lisa Lotte was 8, she noticed weird things began to happen in her home country of Germany. Her mother began to cook the same dull cabbage and potato soup every night, and she never baked any more of her delightful strudel. Slowly, her nice dresses and dolls began to be taken away one by one. As days passed, things continued to fall apart. Ada and Karen, her best friends, weren't allowed to go over after school anymore because it could be dangerous. Suddenly, American occupants began to undertake Bad Schwalbach. Lisa Lotte, being so young, knew almost nothing about World War II, the soldiers running in the streets, or ringing gunshots. All she could do was go off her instincts, which told her to fear the Americans. After the war, the only sweets available were plums, apples, or pears, and the only meat available was rubbery horse or rabbit meat that had neither moisture nor taste. Her mother told her to be in the house by 8 p.m. and no later, or else the American soldiers would persecute her. Food was becoming increasingly scarce. Everyone was given a specific amount of food stamps that could be used toward food and clothing, yet it was still difficult to survive on rations due to so few being distributed. The next day, she went out with her mother to get some clothes and shoes. She looked around town and saw every house had a white flag fluttering in the wind to protect them from the American soldiers. During their walk, she saw many Americans patrolling the streets. She tried not to look any of them in the eyes for fear of how they would react. Some smiled at them, but most didn't even acknowledge they were there. In the following years, American occupation became part of daily life. The Berlin Wall was built, and there was a clear divide between the Western Allies and the Soviet Union. Lisa Lotte became more knowledgeable as she grew and began to realize how lucky she was to end up on the Western side. Food was slowly replenishing and became more plentiful. Martial law became less strict, and the American soldiers were seen less as occupants of war and more as a police force. She and West Germans alike viewed the Americans differently and would gradually feel safe amongst the soldiers. On her 17th birthday, Lisa Lotte met an American soldier named Louis Scott. They became close friends and began dating after some time. Her parents were not big fans of the Americans since the end of World War II and were very bitter towards them. On the eve of the day Lisa Lotte was to introduce Louis to her parents, he brought home immigration papers. She realized that this was his way of proposing. In the next few weeks, they packed their things and continued their journey to America.